So last year I got the chance to drive a 4-liter Porsche 911 GT3, and it was a very good car, don't get me wrong. I got to drive it on track, and as Mr. Regular said, I learned next to nothing driving this car. It's a rear-wheel drive car, so I had no idea where the limit of grip was, but probably didn't even come close to reaching it. It's a car so far above my skill level and that of most investment bankers who drive it, so I couldn't help feeling like I was missing something, or would get more out of being in a cheaper, undoubtedly slower car. I didn't really have the time to appreciate the quality of the interior or all the technology this car offered. The seat was small, tight, and made out of carbon fiber and leather, which is good for the track, hugging my sides tightly as I chucked this surprisingly small car around turn 7, but not comfortable in real-world driving situations. Keep in mind that this is a car which I've wanted to drive for some time now. It's just that I probably wouldn't want to buy one. Never mind that they rev to 9,000 and cost as much as a small house in Wyoming. Haha, cargo.
Sometimes things that are expensive are worse.
Now when I tell you this, you won't be able to unsee it, okay? Just a warning. The GT3 badge you find on the back, sides, and interior of the car kind of look like a penis. And putting it in italics doesn't help. I mean, look at this guy who spent over an hour putting a penis on his car. This is why Porsche owners get all the small penis jokes. Never mind that it's mostly a defense mechanism for the egos of people who by means or circumstance are unable to purchase such an expensive and ultimately pointless car at best, and potentially deadly vehicle at worst. Also, German lesson time. The PDK system used on all new vehicles is called Die Porsche Doppelkupplungsgetriebe. It just means the transmission utilizes a double clutch system. Es sieht so aus als ein Penis. By the way, I still hate your videos, Doug DeMuro.
This is
They're insipid click fodder for cars most of us will never see or care about. And you judge cars on this weird paradoxical metric which doesn't account for the intended use of the vehicle, and a scoring system which in parts feels arbitrary to the review. I like that you made it so that no car could ever possibly be perfect, but judging cars like this is ultimately defeatist and only seeks to waste people's time and perceptions of what is worth buying. So then I'd argue, what's the point of scoring them at all if they just compete with cars within their own class? Why put them in this ugly spreadsheet instead of ranked lists sorted by type? You're telling me that you have access to $1 million cars but not Photoshop? Fuck it, I'll even accept GIMP. Now don't think that I still don't like these cars or Porsche. I love the Cayman and the Boxster with their round styling and reasonable price. I enjoy when Porsche experiments with new technologies. I like their wonky engine and some bullshit about better weight distribution or whatever. The sad fact of life is that by the time I'll be able to afford a new Porsche, every car on the road will probably be electric and cost 6 figures anyways. I just can't get over the fact that I'll never be able to drive this car anywhere near its potential. But does it matter that I'll probably never own this car? Is it not good enough that such vehicles exist in the world and are able to be appreciated? That art can exist for art's sake? Well, cars like this in and of themselves aren't art, just boutique products whose price is artificially risen in the stupid clout game we call the economy. This is part of why I enjoy car shows so much. I get to see people's automotive vision manifested through design decisions and the purchase of parts. These stewards of passionate work zealously maintain and show off their folk art to interested viewers. They interact and engage with onlookers and fellow tradesmen, so cars can be a real subculture, even if it's generally just old men wanting praise for their expensive hobbies. I guess it's important to actually review the car. What the Porsche GT3 actually offers is an experience unlike any other car. It felt like there was variable valve timing, and while you certainly wouldn't ask for more power, switching between the two power bands definitely part of the fun of driving the car, part of the change in the dramatics of the sound it makes. Certainly an interesting experience. What a car on this level does is not so much feels amazing as it does have a really, like, it eliminates every problem you'd normally get from a car. So, the steering's very precise. There's no real delay when you put your foot down or if you brake. So it really amps everything up to that level where everything feels right, and it's a kind of car which doesn't cut corners in any respects. And I guess if you have the means, I'd highly recommend getting one. Other than that, it's not worth obsessing over too much.